Hello everyone, welcome to Clinosol Research YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn about interview-based questions, which is pharmacovigilance. This is part 4. If you have not watched part 3, 2, 1 of pharmacovigilance interview-based questions, please go and relook at part 3, part 2, part 1 of pharmacovigilance interview-based questions. Today I am going to discuss about 5 more questions which are most repeatedly asked in interviews about pharmacovigilance. That is interview preparation questions for pharmacovigilance. This is part 4. Without any delay, just let's jump into the topic, which is interview-based preparation questions, part 4. So I'll be discussing about 5 most important questions today. First one, what is the timeline for reporting of adverse events and series of adverse events in different countries? Second one, what are the databases used in pharmacovigilance? Why it is important for the databases used in pharmacovigilance? Third one, what is about EMA and also ultravigilance? And fourth one, what is the role of regulatory affairs or regulatory authorities in pharmacovigilance? And last one, define what is pharmacovigilance, define what is COMS and its functions. So what is COMS and its functions? So I'll be discussing about these 5 questions. First one, timelines and reporting of adverse events and adverse reactions. Second one, what are the databases and why it is very important to use databases for ICSR case processing, and what is EMA and ultravigilance, and what is regulatory affairs in pharmacovigilance, and also what is COMS and its functions. So without any delay, first question, what are the some timelines for reporting of serious adverse events or adverse events across all the globe? So we are classified the adverse events into 2 types. One is serious, one is non-serious. Now, what is serious adverse events timeline? The first one, SUSAR, suspected and unexpected serious adverse events, which is serious in nature, unexpected and related to drug. And these timelines are classified into 2 types. SUSAR timelines are classified into 2 types. The first timeline is the 7 calendar days if it falls under death and life-threatening. If it is SUSAR, which is suspected and unexpected serious adverse reaction, and if it falls under death and life-threatening, then the timeline is 7 calendar days from IRD, where the MAH has received the case, which has to be reported to the regulatory authorities. So it's a 7 calendar days. If any of the SUSARs which does not fall into death and life-threatening, then it is 15 calendar days, which is SUSAR, suspected and unexpected serious adverse reaction, but it does not fall into death and life-threatening. Other 4 criteria it is falling, then it is called as your 15 calendar days as a timeline. And next one, non-serious adverse events, particularly in European Union region, then it is 90 calendar days. Non-serious adverse events, which is unexpected, it requires 90 calendar days. US does not require any requirement for the non-serious adverse drug reaction, which is possibly related and unexpected. You don't need to report the adverse events for US country. And now, what are the databases? Why it is very important? For pharmacovigilance, name any databases which are used in pharmacovigilance. So it's a very important question. The pharmacovigilance safety database is the central repository. It's a database, central database, wherein all the individual case safety reports or ICSRs of a particular company, where the medicinal product of the company is being sold or globally outsourced or globally marketed, then those are processed in particular system, central repository, then it is called as pharmacovigilance database. Now I'll repeat it. A pharmacovigilance safety database is a central repositories in which the ICSRs of a particular company who's having the authority to sell, market or to market a particular drug. And what is the purpose of a databases, pharmacovigilance databases? To detect the safety hazards, signals such as which are undetected, unidentified, unlisted previously, which is related and serious in nature, and the quality problems, the drug related quality problems related to particular drug. And there are some examples of databases, which is first one is Oracle Argus and second one is ARIS-G. So these are the databases which are used for a case processing of ICSR. Now, what is about EMA? So talk about EMA and ultravigilance. EMA stands for European Medical Agencies, and it's a regulatory body for European countries, all group of countries, European countries. European Medical Agencies is the regulatory authorities. It evaluates the medical products for the benefit of public and as well as for animal health. All companies, they have to submit an application for evaluation under EMA for making sure that the European Union drug can be marketed. So authorization for European countries, you need to follow the EMA regulations. And ultravigilance comes into European Union Drug Regulatory Authority pharmacovigilance, a reporting database to report and also evaluate the suspected adverse drug reaction. So this is the database which is being used for particularly for European Union. It deals with exchange of ICSR based on E2B guidelines. E2B guidelines is about how the data sets or data content is being used for your ICSR cases. And now one more is EVCTM, which is EUDRA Vigilance Clinical Trial Module for particularly reporting of SUSARs in clinical trial. One more is EUDRA Vigilance post-marketing or post-authorization module for early detection and possible safety signals for marketed drug products. So there are two things. One is on clinical trial, one is on market. One is in clinical trial, EVCTM. The market is EVPM, which is post-marketing surveillance for human use. And what are the activities or role of regulatory affairs in pharmacovigilance? Regulatory affairs plays a major responsibility to provide support and guidance for preparation and submission of the approval, drug approval to the regulatory authorities, either it is NDAs or ANDAs or NCEs or BABE applications or your any kind of regulatory approval forms to be submitted to the regulatory bodies is the activity of your regulatory affairs. And these are the following things. They work along with regulator and government and regulator and industry and market and consumer. This involves a rigorous evaluation and assessment for process to ensure that all requirements are being met. All the requirements are being met, which are being provided by regulatory authorities. The drug has safe and drug is having effectiveness and drug is having highest quality without having any adverse events. So it's a safe, effective and highest quality and without any adverse events. Then this is what is your main requirement for regulatory affairs in pharmacovigilance. Now, what is CEOMS and what is its function? So I have given some examples of CEOMS also. Now, CEOMS stands, the full form of CEOMS stands for Council of International Organization of Medical Science, which is generally asked in interviews that what is the full form of CEOMS? So Council for International Organization of Medical Sciences, and it's a non-government, non-profit organization which is established by WHO and UNESCO in 1949. And CEOMS have substandards. Now, CEOMS 1 stands for Expedited Reporting Form, which is ICSR. So it's a form which is used for expedited reporting of your ICSR cases. CEOMS 2 is International Reporting Forms for PSUR, which is Periodic Benefit Safety Update Report. CEOMS 4 stands for Benefit Risk Balance for marketing of drugs. CEOMS 5 stands for post-approval safety data management in clinical trials. CEOMS 6 stands for DSUR, which is Development Safety Update Report. CEOMS 7 stands for real world data and real world evidence in regulatory and decision making. And CEOMS 12 stands for benefit risk valuation or benefit risk balance for medicinal product. And CEOMS 14 stands for artificial intelligence in pharmacovigilance. So coming back to Clinosol, Clinosol is an organization which provides training and resource upskilling. We provide the training on clinical research, CDM, pharmacovigilance, and medical writing and regulatory affairs. And these are the stats of Clinosol. We have taken admissions of 252 and placements of 141, blogs of 260 and articles of 98 and presentation of 280 and industry expert of 72, MOUs of 19, events and competitions of 42 and workshops is 24. And to know more about Clinosol, please do reach out to below numbers and contact us on 912-11-51622. So I'll be meeting you one more session, which is interview preparation question part 5 of pharmacovigilance. Till then, thank you so much.